Hey guys, it's Paul, or Addiction, or Chiance. I'm making this quick video because I know a lot of you guys read slash don't read the Discord, so this is gonna just be a little update for the raid team and where we're at numbers wise, what the plan is, just so that everyone's on the same page going into the first week of raid. This is like 3 days after launch right now. Um, so the plan, as it stands right now, we are 1 day a week, 8 to 12 p.m. Eastern time, starting on 9/4. So September 4th is the first raid day. I believe that's the first day the raid's open. The expectation for raiders, first of all, we expected. I don't know if you say we expected less people to be coming back to the game. Not that having the majority of raiders and guild members coming back is a bad thing, but we didn't expect the 30 raid members to be coming back. So sheer roster size, we need everybody that's coming into raid to be prepared, know what they're doing. We're not going to be taking the same amount of time as heroic and mythic in the past to be going over fights and really discussing mechanics and things like that. So you need to be watching videos and prepared. So on September 4th for raid night, the minimum eye level, and it's not like, hey, I'm 2 item levels lower. This is, you have literally plenty of time to get to this point, is 330, and that's basically heroic gear. Anything above that's great, but if you're running heroics, you should be 330. 340 is mythic gear, and then obviously anything that Titan Forges or anything like that, um, you'll be over that. So that means you need to be 340, 330 with all things that are your fucking spec. I don't want to see you wearing intellect weapons as an agility wearer just to get your item level up, or trinkets that aren't good or whatever. That's just common sense shit. I don't think we have to worry about that. But there are you know players that range from very experienced, play all the time, down to people who are just coming back after a few expansions, haven't raided with this group, or people that were in the old Resurgence group, or one of the other old raid groups that are coming back. So it is a new group. We are all in LA. We're all under Loot Addicts now. That's really the only raid team that's going. The way it's going to work, and if you didn't know, me and Kurt Aluzia will
Yo,
be raid leading. I will be doing most of the administrative. If you're going to be late to raid, if you're going to miss raid, if something happens or you're annoyed with somebody or something, that's going to be coming to me in raid. You'll hear me and Kurt doing a lot of the call outs and things like that, along with other raid officers and stuff. But for the most part, it will be us two. Uh, Personal loot, so there's no loot council this time or anything like that. So we won't be using master looter, so we won't be worrying about Liebert giving gear to the wrong people. But next thing is kind of what level we're expecting from everyone. Not expecting everyone to be incredible players, but what we are expecting is that you know how to play your class. You've taken the time to learn how to play your class, at least proficiently, to a level that you're keeping up with everyone. The average DPS is looking to be about 8 or 9k currently at 330. Um, so if you're sitting in that level, and that's single target, it's more like 12 13k if you're cleaving and shit like that. So if you're keeping up with where you're supposed to be and stuff like that, you'll be fine. If you're learning mechanics and doing the mechanics and not dying to dumb shit, you'll be fine. But because we are 30 people and we can't have one, two, three people bringing down the other 27, it will be basically a two-strike policy, and that's two strikes loosely. If you're wiping the group or slowing us down or something like that, you'll be asked to sit. If you're head and shoulders above the group, and it becomes not fun, that's the same thing. It's like, hey, this group is more casual this time around. We are 100% heroic focused, not mythic focused. If that is news to you, you can talk to us. That's fine. But we are very heroic focused. If mythic becomes a thing, then okay, maybe. But nobody cares right now about mythic. That's way down the road, not something we're thinking about. So if you're like, oh well, that's not what I signed up for, or blah 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 blah, then you know that's fine. Just chat with us about it. Um, Next is coming to raid, prepared. The plan right now is obviously to start farming up materials and things like that so that we can provide, food, pots, flasks, all that stuff. Right now, obviously, beginning of expansion, that's not a thing. So first week of raid, it's going to basically be bring your own shit as much as possible. Um, we will try to get some of it on. Here we go. As I fucking pick plants, try to get some of it on hand, but for the most part, the first week it'll be bring your own stuff. That being said, what we expect and what we want is, this is nothing new. This is, if you're a part of a raid team, you're a part of a guild that's all fighting, killing stuff, and working together. We're gonna do 80-20 for gathering. If you're a gatherer, which I hope a lot of people have gathering tunes, whatever, help your guild out and do 80-20. If you farm fucking 200 herbs, put 40 of them, so 20% of them in the guild bank. I'm gonna make a deposit only tab. Just drop it in there, and people that have rank 3 flasks and things like that will be able to make flasks for the team. Um, Personally, that's not a lot to ask. I know there's plenty of people in the guild that will farm the 200 and put the 200 in the bank because they're willing to help out. Um, so just help us out if you're fucking leatherworking, if you're mining, anything like that. Just help out if you're crafting extra armor. Just be willing to help. It's only going to help the team. Uh, it may be a sacrifice of a little bit of your gold, but honestly, it's going to help. Uh, Two more things. Getting mythic groups together this weekend, as well as next weekend. There will be mythic groups running. I will try to get a spreadsheet out for everyone to sign up. We will do our best to make equal teams. Obviously, we have 2 guild tanks. Leo has stepped up and he's been tanking also. We have currently basically 3 geared guild healers. It's including myself, and I'm a windwalker. I'm not a healer, but I've been healing. So once we get everybody a little bit higher, it'll be a lot easier. But we will try to make as fair, quote unquote, fair groups as possible. We don't want to stack one group. We don't want to make one group really weak. But you gotta understand, to get everyone through these mythics and get everybody as much gear as possible, as efficiently as possible. Um, there'll be like one carry, and one person being carried in each group, and then a bunch of 305s, 310s in the middle. So that's that. The last piece, and this might feel targeted. This is not a targeted statement, but we've had this problem before, and this is a huge pet peeve of mine, and a lot. It's come up in officer chat, in a few other conversations, but we are a guild. Everybody came and joined and is a part of this team. When you're hanging out in Discord, please be in our Discord. I know that's such a stupid thing to ask, and I shouldn't even need to ask it, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna call anybody out, but I have everybody's Discords, and I know all of the different Discords, and I'll be sitting in Discord with 40 people in the guild online, or 30 people in the guild online, and I will be one of 3 people in Discord, and I'll be, what the fuck, what's everybody doing? And then I'll look, and there's 3 people sitting in this Discord, there's 3 people sitting in this one, there's 4 people sitting in this one, there's 3 people sitting in this one, and we're not hanging out. So I don't care if I just don't want it to be clicky, because we've had terrible experiences with that in the past. So anybody that's been around for any amount of time knows that. So let's just cut it out now. If you have a Discord, use your Discord. That's totally cool. When you're online playing WoW and hanging out with the guild and stuff like that, come hang out in in ours. It's got plenty of channels. If you want your own channel, if you want your own text channel, I don't care. Message me. I'll make you one. Like, I could care less. But just come be in this Discord. You can hang out with the same 5 people you hang out with all the time. I don't care. But be around, because there's so many times that people that don't have those other Discords are like, hey, there's really nothing going on right now. There's no people in there to talk to. There's nobody to whisper to say, hey, can you come tank an instance? Because all they see is you online, but you're not being social or whatever. So just a little maintenance thing. Please try to focus on preparing yourself for raid, getting ready. If you need help, if you need to run things, there are people that are going to be locked to mythics that are going to still be running. I'm locked to all my mythics. I will run them all weekend with you guys. So please feel free to reach out if you are new to the group. Get to know some of the raiders. We have over 30 people right now that want to raid. There are 30 raid spots. I'm not saying that because you're going to have to be fighting for your raid spot. I'm telling you it because it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a shitload of fun, but we do not want to be wiping on bosses because some people decided that they weren't going to get ready because we're a quote unquote casual group, because we are a casual group during raid time. This is the same as it's always been. When we're in raid, we're in raid to fuck. We're going ultimate no chill, LA style, last pull kills, having a good time, but we're in there to be serious. So that's about it. Feel free to reach out to any of the leadership if you want to chat about anything. I hope this little video is easier than reading. It's long, as are most of my posts, but all right, guys, thanks.